Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 3 of Ride with a Gentleman. I'm your host, Akira, and today we're going to talk about 3 frames that are very useful in your advancement in speed seduction. So stay tuned. Also, we're going to be heading to Korea Park, which is a Japanese-inspired park very close to where I live. So you're going to enjoy this one. See you soon. Hey guys, welcome back. We're here at Korea Park, which is a Japanese-inspired park, as you can see from the architecture behind me. And there's a bridge in front of me that's very Japanese themed. Not a very long drive from home, but I'm not here to talk about the park. We're here to talk about 3 very useful frames that you can take on with your development with speed seduction. And if you haven't already, go down to the description box and check out episode 2, where I talk about speed seduction fundamentals. It's connected to this episode, so it's very important that you follow along so you can get the best out of these videos. But anyways, the first frame that I like to talk about is a frame of learning. Most of the time, we move on repetition. And what I mean by that is we use past experiences as a reference point to determine our future actions. And we repeat the same mistakes because we can't seem to find the answers from those past experiences. We keep referring back to the pain of our past in order to determine our future. And you can see how that's flawed. So what I'd like to do is give you a statement or a frame that can change your perspective and stop the repetition from happening. So the statement that I like to tell myself is, I can, will, and do choose to learn and give meaning to all my interactions with my women now. I'm going to repeat that. I can, will, and do choose to learn and give meaning to all my interactions with my women now. What does the statement mean? Let's break it down. The first part, I can, will, and do choose. You have the ability to choose. You have a choice when it comes to the attitudes that you take on when you move through life. So when you tell yourself, I can choose, I can and I will choose to learn, you're automatically affirming that you're able to learn from your current interactions. So when you say to yourself, I can, will, and do choose to learn and give meaning, you're telling yourself that you have the power to claim the meaning of the interaction that you're having with the lady that you're talking to. I hope that made sense. Statement number 2, or frame number 2. I either enjoy getting the woman that I desire, or I enjoy learning what I need to get the woman that I desire. Let's go back and talk about that. Let's break it down. The first part says, I either enjoy the process of getting the woman that I desire, and it ties back to statement number 1, where you give meaning to those interactions. So you're enjoying the process of getting the woman that you desire, or if it doesn't work out in your favor, you can actually turn it around and say, well, I enjoy learning what I need from that interaction in order to carry forward into the next interaction so that I enjoy getting the women that I desire. You see how that works? Number 3, when I don't know what to do, I take my bold step forward. This is a very simple one, but a very, very powerful and effective one. Let's break it down. When I don't know what to do, I take my bold step forward. Most of the time, when we're stuck, when we see an attractive woman and we want to go talk and communicate, excuse the ducks, by the way, they're very noisy. And I can't tell them to shut up because they'll just fire back at me. When you see an attractive woman, most of the time you freeze up, right? Because A, you don't know what to tell her. B, you don't know how to start a conversation. Or C, you go through your internal processes, as I mentioned earlier, and you move on repetition. And you think about your past mistakes, so you end up freezing and you hit every single limiting belief that's inside your mind. So when you go through that, you don't really get anywhere. But when you tell yourself, when I don't know what to do, I take my bold step forward, you're actually interrupting that pattern. You're interrupting that thought process. And instead, you're taking a step forward instead of freezing up. You see how that works? So it's really about rewiring the way you think, rewiring your internal programming so that you have a different perspective when it comes to approaching women and talking to them. This has been a very short one. I just wanted to go over those 3 points, and I hope that you get something out of this. And I do hope that you get out there and practice these frames and change the way you think. If you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe with the notifications turned on. And I will see you guys in episode 4. Cheers and happy sarging.
The references for this video can be found in the basic foundation course, Rapid and Total Success with Women. In that course, you'll find Ross talk heavily about frames and the attitudes we should take on to alter our approach to the whole dating game. If you can, imagine the amazing opportunities that lie in front of you. You'll realize how powerful it can be to grab this new direction with your learning and progress. Visit seduction.com and start meeting women now. For a more expanded and awakening learning experience, you can also check out my personal favorite, The Final Awakening, where you can find yourself stepping up as a man, reaching for the source of power to help yourself enhance your lifestyle with the right attitudes and mindsets when it comes to mating and having women enter your life. The links to both courses will be in the description box below. Thanks for watching.